Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Kundali or the chart in Vedic Astrology. So today we will look how to read, how we will study how we can look at a chart or create a chart, and how we can create a Kundali. So this would be a very short topic, and but it's very important since we are going further with this knowledge, and we are going to refer all the kundalits, so this is the one of the important one. So the first one I would like to talk about is in a kundali there are 12 signs. So the 12 signs, I will go over the signs again, and there would be total 9 planets. The planets are Sun, Mercury, Venus, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Rahu and Ketu. So Rahu and Ketu are the karmic nodes, and the karmic nodes are not physically planets, but the 7 planets from Sun to Saturn are the planets which are physical planets in the galaxy. Sun is the center point of the rotation of all the planets. The very near planet to the Sun is a Mercury. Then the next one is a Venus, which is closer than the Sun. Now Moon is basically after that there is Earth, and then there is a Moon which is circling around the Earth, so that is one. Then Mars is further away from Sun, comparative to Earth. Then there is a Jupiter, and the last planet which is far away, which is Saturn. I'm mentioning these distances from Sun with a specific reason, and I will explain that reason in the later part of this video. Rahu, Ketu are, as I mentioned, those are karmic nodes, and they do not physically coexist inside the galaxy. So let's move on to the 12 signs. So these are the 12 signs. First is Aries. I'm giving the numbers as a 1 to 12 with the intention that this will have some significance in the later part of the video. So basically, first is Aries, second is Taurus, third is Gemini, fourth is Cancer, fifth is Leo, sixth is Virgo, 7th is Libra, 8th is Scorpio, 9th is Sagittarius, 10th is Capricorn, 11th is Aquarius, and 12th is Pisces. So all these are in a sequence from 1 to 12, and any chart, the horoscope or chart or the Rashi or the Kundali will have these 12 zodiac signs in the chart. Now how to create that we will see in the next part, next slide. So there are 2 types of representation of a Kundali, majorly in India, but in a western side there are more than that, but I'm restricting myself to 2 Indian representations of Kundali representations, or the birth chart representation. So if you see here, there are total 12 sections of this particular Kundali. If you see it carefully, it does not start with 1. It may or it may not start. So it's basically, this is the first place, and this is the first place from which the sequence starts. The first place is based on the moon placement. So suppose your moon is placed in your Taurus. So this is the second sign here, the Taurus. So the moon in the North Indian Kundali, the moon is being placed at this location. Then the next one is Gemini, fourth one is Cancer, fifth one is Leo, and this sixth one is the Virgo, so and so on, and this would be the Aries. But for the representation, this is a birth Kundali. As I mentioned in my previous video that there are 2 ways of creation of Kundali in Vedic astrology. One is from birth chart and the second is from the rising star. So this is the birth chart where the moon comes at the center at this location and everything starts from that, and all the rashis will be placed on that, and this moon is placed in Taurus because of it came it here. So suppose moon would have been placed in Cancer, then fourth sign would have been here, and fifth here, and sixth here, and seventh here, and so on. So this is the North Indian Kundali. This is the rising star. So rising star is something different than the moon sign. Moon can be placed in the second, but during that time on the horizon when sun is rising, during that particular time what is the sign which is there, that is called as the rising sign, and that moon sign could be different and the rising sign could be different or could be the same, but the moon sign and rising sign are generally different, and they have different meaning associated with moon sign and the rising sign Kundalis, and I will explain those in subsequent videos. This is the South Indian style Kundali, where here this is basically first is Aries, second is Taurus, third is Gemini, fourth is Cancer, and so on till the Pisces. This does not change at all. So these signs are being fixed over, whether it is Aries or Taurus will be here itself. The moon placement would be at different places, and the rising sign could be different, but it is marked as a crossed sign, and rising sign could be 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or whatever the placement is. Generally the date, time, and location is been written at the center, and this is the way it is being represented. So for the moon sign, for the South Indian sign, there would be a single Kundali which will have a moon sign and the rising sign in the same Kundali. Now I have placed only moon here, but what about the rest 8 planets? So the rest 8 planets need to be placed in all these sections, and how those are calculated I will explain you in a short while. So this is basically our galaxy. We have Sun here, around which all the planets are moving. Mercury, which is the very nearest planet. Then there is a Venus, then there is Earth and the Moon, and then there is a Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Now when Earth moves, basically this particular galaxy is being divided into 12 zodiac signs, and the 12 zodiac signs are being from, when we look at from the north, there are Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. This is in anti-clockwise manner, and if you for a given time, if you look at this, the Sun is placed right now in Sagittarius. Now Sun is there, and most likely this Mercury, which is very near planet to the Sun, will place inside the Sagittarius itself, or Capricorn, or Scorpio. It will not place somewhere here because it does have a small radius in which it circles around the Sun. Whereas the Venus also is very near to the Sun. You will find most of the time in the Kundalis that, or the charts, this Venus is either in Capricorn. If Sun is placed in Sagittarius, it will have a Capricorn, and or in the Scorpio. Sometimes it may have gone to Libra or Aquarius, but most of the time you will find these 3 planets sitting into 3 subsequent or maybe combined together, and then these planets are being Mars, Libra, Jupiter, and Moon. These need to be placed appropriately. So we have to place all these planets right here, and that's it. We are done with placement of the planets. So thank you for watching my video.